The John Haynes Holmes Towers is a public housing project for low-income residents of the Yorkville section of the Upper East Side, located just south of the neighborhood's northern limit at 96th Street, in New York City, New York, United States. The Isaacs houses and the Holmes Towers border East Harlem, which has the highest concentration of public housing in the United States. The two public housing buildings, completed in 1969, are 25 stories tall and contain 537 apartments. Architects Eggers and Higgins designed the buildings. The project is located between 92nd and 93rd Streets public housing buildings in the Yorkville neighborhood of Manhattan in New York City. The project is located between 92nd and 93rd Streets, spanning from 1st Avenue to York Avenue, the FDR Drive. The development was named for the founder of the Community Church of New York. John Haynes Holmes was known as a pacifist, social organizer, and social justice pioneer. A 1973 New York Times 1 article detailing a murder in the projects noted that the towers were at the time tenanted largely by white, elderly residents. 60% of the apartments in Holmes Towers are set aside for tenants over the age of 62. Since June 2006, a green market has operated on 92nd Street and 1st Avenue in front of Holmes Towers. It was the first green market on a NYCHA property. The Isaacs houses projects are located just north of the Holmes Towers. Both developments are basically one complex totaling 5 buildings having the same development management office managed by New York City Housing Authority. 2. Both housing projects, as a whole, have been designated a high crime zone by the New York City Police Department's 19th Precinct since the early 2000s, and are thus policed to a higher extent, especially due to the heavy socio-economic mixing of the immediate surrounding area, which includes public housing, working-class small tenement buildings, middle-class medium-sized buildings, and upper-middle-class to upper-class luxury buildings along 1st Avenue in the area. Further reading. The New York Times reports. 3. In June 2002, a 62-year-old woman was stabbed to death in her Isaacs house's apartment. No one was arrested. The following month, a man who lived in Isaacs houses threw himself from a 19th-floor window. The man survived, but the incident sparked fears among residents about the overall safety of the two complexes, the only public housing on the Upper East Side. New York Post reports. 4. In September 2007, violence spilled dangerously out into the street as gangbanger shoots rival, with .357 caliber striking him in back and elbow. University of Colorado Boulder reports the story of young Brandon Hurd living in the Isaac houses and how he met former New York Mayor Michael Bloomberg. It's a hell of an experience raising a child here. You need to teach your kids street smarts to keep them out of trouble and to avoid peer pressure to join gangs and do drugs. Quote. 5. Empori's entry. Profile of Isaacs and Holmes. Council member Gorodnik hosts crime forum for Isaacs Holmes residents. 6. See also. New York City Housing Authority. List of New York City Housing Authority properties. Notable residents. J.R. Writer-rapper. Songwriter. Empori's entry. Facelift and new roofs for Manhattan's Holmes Towers. NYCHA press release. Widow, 84, found stabbed to death in 92D Street. Project. New York Times. February 23, 1973. http. Query. nytimes.com. GST. Abstract. HTML. Res equals 9F07E1DA1231EF34BC4B51DFB4668388669EDE hash 7.